Hello, hello. Can you hear me yet or not yet? I'm testing something. Can you hear me yet? I want to test if you can hear me before it's set to come live. Can you hear me or not yet? If you can hear me, type in the chat. Let me type here. Wow, that's interesting. I set it up for 9:45, so you can see me already. Please type everyone if you can see me. Because that's for those of you who are YouTubers, that's the tip that I can share today. I set it up to be live at 9:45. So that means once you click live, it forgets the time you set. I thought you couldn't see me yet. Okay, that's good. So where are you? Where are you? Rehema, Sanyu, welcome. Where is, can you hear me? Can you see me? Today I have all the time you want. Every time you want, all the time you want me to be here, I'll be here. But I'll have to start with, yes. I'm sorry, I had to record a video. So, you know, after talking too much here, it's not easy to go in the mode of recording. So I decided to record first. That's why I moved it a little bit. Hello, how are you everyone? This is a channel where we get knowledge, okay? That's the intention. For those of you coming later in the replay, welcome. This is the channel I call Take a Step to a Better You. My name is Sherifa Nakalema. I'm here in Virginia, USA. Right now it's 9:45 a.m. USA time. And keep it here if you want to learn how to make some money, how to make our lives better, how to grow. That's my intention. And today, actually, I have to move a little bit because I have to pick up the money. Keep it around. I didn't bring the money. I'll get the money. Because I have to show you the money. The recording put me off a little bit, but I decided to get it away. Sorry about that. So I have to show you the physical money. I didn't put it in front of me. So I got it. Today we're going to earn some money. So what do you think? Should we start with the money because you came here on time, or should we start with something else? Remember this topic today, we are taking them hand in hand. We are discussing needs, wants, creating a budget. Needs, wants, creating a budget. Money. They want money first. Yeah, we can start with money, but we're gonna make it. I intend to be here for a full hour. I don't know. So you want quiz first? You mean money? Do you mean money, Salma? Because this should have been done yesterday, but the time wasn't enough. I want to hire a personal assistant. Who wants to be my personal assistant? So we can move some things. I do too much. I can ask someone to help me with some stuff. Who wants to be my personal assistant? I'm hiring. But I share with others. I wasn't able to share this link at all. Some people don't know we are here. If you don't know, I don't know if it's gonna look good sharing on camera. So for those of you who come later, we're going to, this is part B. If you see, I'm looking the same in the previous video and in this one, not the same with the hijab, yes, but in the thumbnail. This is a continuation. I couldn't finish it yesterday. I had to attend the class. So we continue the discussion of we need to know the needs and wants and the budget. But I think because you have been waiting, let's first give some money. Okay? Who is ready? Who is ready? Who is ready to earn some money? Remember, I'm asking from the book, The Cash Flow Quadrant. That's where the questions are coming from. And I made just them very, very simple. To do what? What are you asking, Salma? To do what? What are you asking, Salma? By the way, if you are watching later, I'm sorry. I communicate with them. They're chatting. Okay, ready. Okay, you are ready. The first question is this. I don't remember which video it comes from, but it comes from the videos I named earlier. I said 42, 43, 44, 45. By the way, today there is no video. That's why I decided to do a live. There's no video today to just watch. We'll just hang out here and that's it. I'll bring motivation one tomorrow. So, the question, you want to be an assistant? Okay, when do you want to interview? I'm serious, by the way. I need an assistant. There's a lot to do here. I need an assistant. Okay, when you are ready, everyone who is in the chat, put ready, 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 ready. And we'll give out the money. But I don't know, I'm going to apologize, I think, for sharing the link. I know there are people I promised that I'll send a link, and I haven't. Meanwhile, I'll be asking, are you ready? Put ready, ready. And I apologize for those of you who come later. I have to share this link because I promised some people that I'll send them a link when I'm up, when I'm here. I don't see many readies. Bring more ready. More ready, more ready. I think I saw Huzaifa. Is Huzaifa here? That must be too much. Okay, that's enough ready. The first question, I think this time I'm going to allow three people. 3 people, up to 3, because I realize like I'm too tough, I'll give money to just one person. So this one, because it has more than one answer, if you get one right, as long as you're not copying, from an answer that's already shown up, I'll take it, okay? Robert Kiyosaki said that you should hand your money over to experts. He called them experts in quotes because they are not experts. Be aware of people who call themselves experts when they're just employees or they're just salespeople. So name some. What kind of experts? Who could be that kind of person he was warning you about? Don't hand over your money to invest for you, whatever. I want you to name their titles. Give me whatever. If you name it and it's correct, we'll take it. I'll give up to 3 people with the correct answers. As long as you're not copying an answer that's already up. Okay, you get 1. Question number 1, Salma, you won already. You don't have to add more. Give a chance to the others. Abdulwahid is here. Employees, that's wrong. A stranger, that's wrong. See how Salma answered that. Bankers, that means going to someone because they work in a bank and you trust them with your money to invest for you. Okay, financial advisors, but you are financial advisors. Okay, I'll give that to Janet. Janet got 1, Salma got, Janet got. Who else? Financial advisor. Salma, you already won. You didn't even need to add another one. Moonlight, this time you didn't study. He warned us against those experts who are not really experts. They haven't done what you want to do. They just pretend they know when they don't. They're going to lose your money. Financial advisors, bankers, stranger, no, not stranger. Moonlight, try again. Give them a title. So who else do you think? You think about it. Who else you could you have a financial advisor? We have who else? Who else who could say, let me take care of your money when they really don't know what they're doing? Or maybe they know somehow, but they haven't done it. They know in theory. That's it. No one else. No one else? You want me to open the book? I have it here. Who else did he say? I think that was video number 40, what? Financial experts. I can read here if you don't mind. I can give you the answer because he told us those bad advisors learning to invest. Is that okay if I open the book or you don't want? Because I can give you the answers from the book. The financial experts, one of them was bankers, financial planners, yes, or no, stockbrokers. We have a stockbrokers is another expert he talked about. So stockbrokers is the one you didn't name. That's an answer. Like people who for me the question, oh, it's gone already. I was asking you because if you haven't watched, you're welcome, by the way. Habiba, you are welcome. If you haven't watched my videos when I'm reading the book, you will not know the answer. But the question was, Robert was warning us that if you saved up your money, don't hand it over to those people who call themselves experts to grow it for you or to invest it for you. And he named some people. That I wanted which people he named. The answers Salma gave bankers, people in the bank, and then Janet and also Salma said financial advisors, but then you didn't get the answer of stockbrokers, like people who invest in stocks. That was the other one. Okay, with the winners, we got 2 on number 1, Salma and Janet. Question number 2. And this question number 2 was funny because when I read the book, I didn't notice that everyone would be quoting that, but it was quoted in the comments. So this is the question. Are you ready? Put ready. The question, I have some more fun questions I'm going to ask, but these will not require money. I won't pay money for those. But if you want to have fun, I have some more. Okay, ready? Who else is ready? I have more money to give. By the way, if someone impresses me on the other questions that I'm going to give, those are not coming from the books, I'll give more money. But we'll see. We'll get to those. Okay. Who else is ready? Who else? Okay, ready. But I want to have, yeah, you've been watching those books. You mean watching the videos. Okay. Here is, do you remember me? You're going to put yes, yes, yes. Do you remember me reading in a book where I was talking about 401k? 401k, the 401k plans? Put yes, 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 if you remember that term. When I read a video where we were talking about 401k, yes? Because that's where the question is coming from. So he said something strange about those 401k plans. He said that people assumed, these advisors who advise you to put your money in the 401k plans, they assumed that you'll be what when you're older? That you'll be what? If you're not copying from another person, from the words you use, I'll give it to you. That you'll be what? They assume, they advise you to put your money in 401k to keep it there until you are old, because they assume there is an advantage that will happen when you are old. What's that? And why? You have to be following, because I don't want to give away the answer. They assume that when you are older, you're going to be what? That's why they think you should be investing your money in 401k. Yes, 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 yes. Actually, Salma got it. I thought that was funny. Salma, you got that one. And why do they assume you'll be poor? What's the advantage when you're poor? Salma, finish it. Because I didn't give the hint. You are, Janet, I thought you put a comment about this. Why did you put rich? Poor. So, Salma, why? Why is it an advantage? You are poor, then what? You are poor, then what happens? Okay, this is what happens. 401k plan, if you have ever worked a job, you know, most people said, I've never heard of 401k plan. It's called if you won't work anymore. No, let me explain it, because it wasn't very easy. So when you are working at any job, any country, they are called 401k in USA. But actually they have other names where in other countries. Like when they take off some money from your check and they keep it for you, for years when you retire, or when you retire. Later, they save it for you. That's what they're talking about. When they take up some money, save it for you, that you will get it later when you're old. It doesn't matter where you are, whatever they call it. They have different names. That's what he was talking about. If they are assuming, that's why Robert was laughing, because he said that those people are assuming that you're going to be poor. Okay, Janet, not rich. They're assuming you're going to be poor, then you pay less taxes. It was about taxes. They say, oh, invest here, so you pay less taxes when you are older. But he said, they're assuming you'll be a poor person. But you will not be a poor person. You may not be a poor person. So then it will not help you. Do you get it? Yes. So that's what the point. That's what the point. Salma got it. It wasn't very easy question. So I'll go to the easy one. Who is ready for the third one? The easy one. So in other words, Rich Dad, or I will call him Rich Dad, Robert Kiyosaki was saying, don't give your money, don't invest it in there, because it's not earning you any much money. It's like you put it there, pack it for 20 years. Also, they pay very little on it. Also, it's very, very risky. There's no insurance on it. So he was saying, learn how to invest your own money is better. Okay, you ready? This one, if you watched, I think the last video, this answer is coming from the last video, the sad truth. I'm giving it to the very first person with the right answer. This time, I'm not giving more than one person. So question 1, question 2, question 3. I have to keep records. This is the question. You know what? Let me give a chance. Let me make them 2. So we have 2 people who are winners. Let me put part 1 and part 2. That way, 2 people will win. I just thought about another one. How many levels of investors? That's easy. The first one who puts it is the winner. How many levels of investors? It's a number. How many levels of investors? The types of investors. Yes, you got it. So that's done. Moonlight, you won that one. 5. Now, the one I had planned to ask is this one. What's the name of the first one? The one we just finished, level 1. What's the name of the level 1 investor? I finished only 1. Are you sure, Mawanda, you knew the answer? Why did it come so late? But that one I was giving only the first answer. So only Moonlight won it. 5 levels of investors. Please don't copy. If you take too long to answer, that means you are not getting it from your head. Because you can copy, it's right there on my channel. Yeah, you got that. You got that one. You got that. Janet, you got it. Yes. Are you sure I didn't check? Oh, who won it? Oh, you all got it. But it come later. But are you sure I didn't copy from my videos? Did you know it? Did you really know it? Janet, you won that one. Okay, the 0. And what level are you? Those of you watching me, Robert said that there are 5 levels of investors, people who invest money. And he said the number 1 is the 0 one. The 0 one knows nothing. Knows nothing as far as investing. Are you a 0 investor? Who is a 0 investor? Put me. We're going to learn, don't worry. We're going to learn to get some knowledge. But where are you right now? Oh, congratulations that you knew the answer, Moonlight, but you didn't win. It's good that you remembered. So who is 0? If you are 0, put me, but don't worry, we're going to learn. He's going to teach us how to move ourselves from 0. Who is 0? What do you mean, Salman? No. Okay, and we finished with the money part for now, but we're going to come back to, those will not be my questions. They are online. We'll get some money later. For now, let's go to, that's part 1, money. We'll get to part 2 for those of you who will stay here longer. It's going to come after we discuss the budget. You know, there is something I thought about yesterday. Yesterday, after we did the live, Tendo had said that data, a phone, and data are needs. Who agrees with that? I thought about it later. Who agrees that a phone and data Those are needs in today's life. They are needs. Because remember, a need is something that's essential. That's not essential, actually. That is, you need to survive. You require to survive, right? How did you define it, Salma? You defined need for us yesterday. I want your opinion. I want your opinion. They spend more than they earn. The novice. You mean the ones with zero? Yeah, they have no. Remember the rich example he gave us. The rich person. They are driving expensive cars and giving their children expensive cars. They ended up homeless, but they were rich. They had a lot of money. I mean, I guess we don't call it something you can't survive without. Okay, thank you. Now, let's focus now on needs and wants. Let's leave the other book for a moment. I'll come back to, in fact, actually, we're going with this topic because we're going into the budget. So please, I need your opinion. Everyone who is on here, I see there are many people. If we define a need as something you can't survive without, like food, water, clothing, shelter, do you agree with Tendo? Tendo is not here today, I think, that a phone and having data on the phone is a need? If you say yes, give me a reason. Type. Put in the chat. Do you agree that a phone and having data on the phone or Wi-Fi on the phone is a need? Is something what's the definition? Something you can't survive without? Why? You have to defend it. You have to defend it. Because Tendo had argument why it's a need. But you cannot survive without a phone? Do you really put a phone in the category of food and water and shelter? You disagree. I want someone who disagrees. Why it's not a need? Habiba, what do you think? If we define a need as something you can't survive without, like food, shelter, clothing, water, do you also agree that a phone is a need or is a want? Remember, a want is something. How do we define a want? It's because we are living in a 5D world whereby people work online and earn via it. Okay, assuming, but earn via it. But you see, in that case, it's like, well, Miss Josephine was here and she said a car was a need. So then would you agree that a car is a need? Because there are people who can't go to work without their car. Would you then agree that a car is a need? I think so. For me, I think it's a want. It's a want only if without your phone you can't buy food. Is that what you mean, Abdul? Is that what you mean? I can live without it. Janet, you're saying what? You can live without a phone. It's a need or a want? A phone. Okay, I leave that discussion with you. Think about it. Because if you go like that, there are many people who are going to put in things, other things. Oh, Sani Rehema, okay, you say you disagree because one can. Yes, I think so too. I think it's a want. But you know, yesterday because I was rushing, I insisted that it's a want, and Tendo insisted it was a need, and she put a wrong paragraph, which we didn't consider. Like she typed in why she thinks the need is a need. I'm a zero investor. Zero investor. Stay here. Keep it here. You're going to learn how to get yourself out of there. Okay. I can live without my phone. So I think so too. I think it's a want. That's my opinion. Most people, you know, the argument she would say was that because she needs this for education. So, but is education, now it puts that in another discussion. Is the education a need or a want? In fact, if you reason the education, whether it's a need or a want, then you just answered the phone answer. Is education a need or a want? Is education a need or a want? Okay, it's a want. Because you can survive without education. You cannot believe, like here we are in USA, but there are people who speak English, but they can't even read it or write it. They never went to school at all. So, It's not, you can survive without it. Okay, then you just answered it, Amanda. You just answered it right there. It's a need. Okay, why is education a need? Salma, you're the one who's been guiding us with these definitions, and you're the one saying education is a need. Defend it. But I'm about to move on to budget. Remember, the reason we discuss needs and wants, please like the video. Please click on the like button so YouTube can show it to other people. Please, that's what you do. When you vote yes, YouTube gives it to shows it to other people. Please click on the like. When you are here, I see more people like the video, please. I want. Okay, you see, you change your mind. Data and phone are not needs. Thank you. I guess now we agree. Tendo, if you ever watch this one, you're not here. We discussed your point of view and we said, okay, you need your phone for education, but education is not a need. Therefore, a phone is not a need. Conclusion. Conclusion. I'm mixing in Uganda. Do we have Naim today? Naim is not here. Okay, we are moving on. The reason why we are discussing needs and wants, because many people are poor because they don't know the difference between a need and a want. Right here, we just seen it. So you're going to spend money on a phone before you buy food, or you put them at the same level. Before your children eat, you are spending money on data. See, we have to know what's more important. We have to know that we spend money on something when it's really, really necessary. So let's go to a budget. A budget is what? Who remembers what a budget is? What's a budget? We talked about a budget yesterday. These things are so important. If you are here and you didn't know these things, take them as very important. They're going to help you in the rest of your life. Because if you can master these principles, you're going to manage your money wisely, and also to recognize that you don't have the money. You have to make the money. Okay? So, what's a budget? Who wants to try budget? Oh my God. Really? That's how you answer it? A budget is a financial plan. Really? Salma? That's too complicated. Who's going to understand what a financial plan is? Make it easy. The process of creating a plan to spend your money. Okay. Moonlight, continue with that. The process of creating a plan to spend your money, but what do you need to know as you are creating a budget? What are the two things you need to know? Two, you need to know. Remember I said, go think about your life and come having a column like this, one side and one side. What do you put on one side? What do you put on the other? A budget is a plan, a guideline, one's income. Yes. An estimate of income and expenditure. Yes. Now, as we are talking about budget, we have to know those things, they keep changing, right? We already know, like the income can change and also the expenditure can change. But before we spend, we have to know that we've taken care of our needs. The needs will come first. So, a period of time. Yes! An estimate of income and expenditure, set a period of time. Thank you for adding time. Wants and needs. Thank you. Now, I'm going to you. And this time, please type really fast. Because we're going to discuss different kind of people. Hopefully, some other people are going to watch this and see where they fall. We're going to start. Remember yesterday we were talking about a student. Where does the student get their money from? Let's first discuss where they get their money from, and then we're going to talk about where they spend it. I think I need to write here somewhere. Student, someone in school. And let's assume this person is actually in boarding school. Because boarding school, for those of you who are, but you can come, you can watch this when you are not in boarding school. Let's assume both. When you are in boarding school, let's do that. A student who leaves home, goes to school. Where do they get their money? Where is the money coming from? A phone is a want. Yes. My parents. Your parents. Your parents? From the parents. Okay. So, donation. Someone was calling it donation. What do you call it? Okay. They get the money from parents. So, what is the need for a student? Remember, let's assume this first one is in a boarding school. There is food, there is the basics are taken care of. So what would be the need as far as this student is concerned? If you we have students on here, please watch. We're going to see that a phone and data, they are not needs. So what are the needs for a student? Yes, thank you for using guardians too. Not necessarily parents. Guardians, friends, well-wishers. They collect and collect and collect. They come and say, oh, I'm going back to school. But actually they want you to give them like 10,000 or whatever. Give them some money. Okay, books. Books are not needs for the student because they are included. They already bought. The parent already, the guardian already bought the books. So think of a student as something they need outside of all that, outside of the books. You know, yesterday I was asking something that we didn't discuss. For a female, is having makeup, is that a need or want? Is it a need or want? Charity. Yes, you call it charity. Not charity. Call it a gift. Okay, a toothbrush. So you're, a toothbrush, if you don't have it, so is the toothbrush a need or a want? Let's talk about that. This is interesting. Is the toothbrush a need or a want? A want a toothbrush? You can go without a toothbrush, right? What do you think? Everyone who's here, let's discuss this. The toothbrush, a need or want? A need because you have to brush. I cannot have my teeth clean without a toothbrush. Remember how they used to use sticks? It's a need? Maybe. We're gonna move. Okay, what else? Because I'm trying to see how young people think. What's a need? I threw in something like a makeup. Like when you are like here, where we are here, 16, 17-year-old girls, they can't go out without makeup. They have makeup. So is that a need or a want? Because toothbrush is a need, so does it go in the kind like clothing? Is that where you'd place it? Makeup. So what else? What else is a need for students? We have students here. Most of you are students. What's the need for you? Going to a canteen to buy to go buy something during a break, having a snack, is that a need? Yes to what? Mawanda Abduahid, yes to what? A budget is the expectation of revenue and expenditure in a given period of time. Yes, expectation. But it looks like you got that from a book somewhere. Mawanda, no. Sanitary pad, yes. That one is a need. Don't you see? These are things that we may not even think about. Because when you're talking about food, shelter, clothing, where would you put a toothbrush and where would you put sanitary makeup is a want. Okay, because you can go without makeup. Do you know there are some people who cannot step out without makeup? Do you know that? So when you go to them, they will say, I cannot step out of this house without makeup on. There are people like that. So for them, I think it's a need. What do you think? Okay, I'm about to move away from the student. Continue. I want to hear what students think. That's why I put it in there. So they need those, they need soap, they need all that, right? To bathe. How about shoes? That's clothing, right? It's part of clothing. But are shoes a need or a want? Okay, makeup is a want, soap is a need. What do you think about shoes? Are shoes a need or a want? Or it depends where you are. There are people who have never had any pair of shoes in their lives, right? It's a want, it's a need. What do you think? Shoes. Can you go? Someone who put out that it's a want. That's it's ha ha ha. Why do you say ha ha ha? Why do you say ha, ha? Are shoes needs or wants? So Janet, you don't have a problem stepping out, walking without shoes, right? What do the others think? Are shoes needs or wants? I think the reason why we are doing this exercise is so that it's very, very clear to you what a need is and what a want is. The next time you spend money, think of, is this a need? Is this a want? If shoes to students today is a need. Yeah, okay, need. Okay, so there are no schools where students go to school without shoes. Okay, I'm moving on now to another category of a person, because that's, some of you are going to find yourself in these categories. We just got an idea. Now, let's assume you just finished school. We live in a life where students enter class barefooted. Really? Their students come to class without shoes? Is that true? Actually, that would be sad. If others are coming with shoes and you don't have shoes, in a boarding school? Do you mean in a boarding school, really? That would be very sad. We need to fundraise for them. We need to fundraise for them. Abdulwahid, find them. Find them the next time you are at school. Find them and let me know. People, students without shoes, okay? Okay, find students without shoes, let me know. Don't bring too many, just a few, where you are. When you see a student, someone who goes to school, and the other children have shoes and they don't, let me know. Okay, but someone like in your classroom. Don't just go on the streets and looking for all the people. Okay, moving on to another category. Let's assume you finished school. You know me, I'm old. I just turned 54. And I'm traditional. I believe children should not leave home unless they are married, especially the girls. Married, you marry them off, right? But if there's a situation where you get a job, you just finished school, and they post you somewhere else in another city, so you find yourself you have to go. So this question is going to be for both males and females. Okay, you have to leave home, but you're not certain, you have to live by yourself. So if you're single, a single person living by yourself, what are your needs? You're out of school, you work, or where do you get the income? Where do you get the income? That one is obvious, because you left home because of the job, right? So you get earning some money. That's the answer. So what are the needs for this person? Let's see what you say in the chat. The needs of a single person who lives by themselves. They have a little room they rent wherever they are. What are the needs? Please move the chat quickly. Type. What are the needs? Okay. What else? Remember, they have a job. What are the needs? Food, shelter. What are the needs? In fact, you change the word now. Change the word. Instead of putting shelter, say rent. Call it rent. They have to pay rent. Accommodation, yes. Rent, feeding. What else? Transport to work. That's going to be a need, right? Maybe they walk. I don't know. But it will be a need. It will consider a need because it's also connected to the job. At least they are working, right? What do you think? Transport to work. Is that a need? Is that a need? What do you think? Or if they can walk? You want them to walk to work? Because we have to move through categories by that. We have to move quickly. I'm just giving you an idea. So if that transport, clothing, a want. What do you mean? It's a want, transport? Is it a want, really? You just walk to work? Transport. I think by the time, now let's not be too strict about need and want. I'm about to change the discussion now. Because remember, now we are discussing budgeting. Okay? Let's drop the difference between need and want. We're gonna mix them up. But please, when you type wants that are not like so out of there, like wishes. So what are the expenses? I'm going to change it now. I'm not going to call it want. What are the expenses for this person? For a person who is single, we already got clothing, food, accommodation. What else? Transport. What else? we are including wants, but basic wants. Basic wants. Because we're trying to see where people go wrong. That's why we're doing this exercise. Where people could go wrong. What are the wants and needs for this person who just moved out? They are living by themselves. They have a job. Let me see. Communication to parents or guardians. So they need a phone. In that case, we put a phone. Okay, we agree. So this person, however much they are making, on the other side, they have these expenses. They are paying rent, food, transport, the phone, and what else? What about in that house? There's electricity, there is water. What do you think? Yeah, fuel, gas for cooking. So what else? What about entertainment? You allow for that or no? Should they buy a TV or no? Yes, water bills. So what do you think? Do they qualify to entertain themselves or you don't think so? If yes, how many times a week? Okay, Abdul, now we switched. We are mixing them up now. We are looking at expenses. Electricity, yes. So what do you think? By the way, this discussion is not a waste of time because many of you are young. When you move out, you are by yourself. Maybe you are renting a place. How many times do you qualify to entertain yourself in a week? Like go out to eat or go out to a movie, a theater, whatever, entertainment. How many times do you think? Let me hear what you have to say. Because here we have a problem where people, they can go out to a restaurant 3 times a week, 4 times a week, the whole family. They end up not having money because they don't want to cook. They eat out. Once a week for what? For eating out, for entertainment. Should they, because there is a tip, via the weekends twice. Now there is a tip here as we're discussing this. People, there's here that, like in Uganda, for example, where I used to work in Uganda, people always went out to lunch and they buy lunch. But here, people are advised to save, to pack your own lunch. Could be by eating out. Okay, eating out. Now I'm discussing lunch. Like if you work outside of, you go to work. Okay, when you say eating out a week, once a week, now we're talking about like going out for dinner or supper, right? But let's talk about lunch. Do you think this person should go out and buy lunch, like close where they work, eat lunch, or they should pack their own food, cook it at home and bring it? What do you think? If they are trying to save money, what do you think of that idea? Is it a good idea to pack your own food or to go to eat out? So they don't go out? So I think according to Sanyu, Miss Sanyu, you are saying they should just have a TV and radio in their own house, not to go out for entertainment. That's what you're saying. Park? Yes. Who agrees with that? Who agrees with Rehema that having a TV and radio should be enough entertainment? You don't need to go out. Abdul Wahid, do you agree? Park food? Yeah, because when you look at how much you spend buying lunch every single day, it's actually a lot of money, and people do it. They do it all the time. But if you take transport, what you pay for transport, what you pay for lunch, and add it together in a whole month, it's actually a lot of money. So you can pack it. You agree with what? Janet, you agree with what? That I want to hear young people, especially Abdul Wahid right there. Do you agree that you can entertain yourself with your small TV in your room and your radio, or you have to go out? What about going out with friends? By the way, when we get into these discussions, we may not finish. Because now I could ask you something else. Do you believe that when you go out with your friends, you pay for them, or each person pays their portion? If you say, let's go out, you invite your friend to go. Do you pay for eating out for both of you, or if you are 3, or because you invited them, or they pay their share? All these are lessons, by the way. These are lessons in life. You invite your 2 friends. You have boyfriends, friends, I mean boy, or girl, you invite your two friends, let's go out, okay, come Saturday, let's go. Or to a movie. Do you believe that if we invited them, they should pay their share, or you, because you invited them, you pay? You split it or you pay for them? Give me your opinion. What do you think? Each one pays when you invited them? When you invited them, remember, I emphasize, you invited them. You say, let's go out. But what if you can pay? Because you have invited them. Only if you all agree we're going out. But if you invited them, for me, I used to think that that's your obligation to pay for them. But here, I see people, they split it. I think so too. You pay, but it's interesting because I'll give you an example. It happened to me. We on Eid before coronavirus, the lockdown, that Eid before. Some were at the masjid, we finished having our Eid, we were about to go home, and this, because I volunteer at the masjid, and then someone said, oh, you could come and join us. We're going to the park. I said, okay. I said, but I have my family. I said, I told them how many family members I have. They said, yeah, you come, no problem. So we go. We found it's like a picnic kind. They have foods, or you serve yourself a seat and eat. And then they call me in a corner. They say, okay, now your share will be so much. Actually, I cannot believe it. I could not believe what they said. We didn't even go with a lot of money. They said, now your share with your people is going to be so much. For me, it was strange. But my daughter thought it was okay. It was expected. I said, what? I didn't plan this. What if I didn't like eating the food they gave me? What do you think? What do you think of that? Because it was a large amount. It was a large amount that I didn't plan to pay. But I was surprised because the way they were inviting was like, oh, come join us. But, okay, you are invited, but they invited like on Eid day and the family. Someone invites you and then they make you pay. No, for me, I didn't think that was. Why are you laughing? What do you think? It's the way you do it. If you tell the person that, okay, we have a picnic over there, when you come, every person pays so much. You want to come? How many people you can bring it? But someone comes, oh, come join us. And then they wait until you finish eating. Then they say, oh, your share is so much. It was like a picnic kind, not like you went to a restaurant. They had a picnic with a table and food and fruits and stuff. For me, I thought that was strange. If I invited people like that, I wouldn't ask them to pay. Because they went and bought things in bulk and they were all over there, like on tables. Just, you're laughing? Yeah, we had to pay. So, we finished the single person. We agreed that they have to be careful. In fact, the one thing we didn't talk about is how much they are making. Because, let me ask you something. Since we are on this type of budgeting, remember when we are discussing budgeting, we are discussing how much you bring in and how much you pay out. How much money do you believe you should save? You should save every month. Let's assume you make how much? $1,000. How much of it should be in savings? And at what point do you save it? Do you save it immediately you get paid? Or you save it after you spend and something is left over? That's a big topic. Let me see what you think. It only happens in Uganda. What happens in Uganda? That happened to me in USA, the story I was telling. Right here where I live. Okay, I just went into another topic that's so important. When you make your money, how much of it should you save? What percentage? If you made $1,000, I'm going to speak in dollars, but you can convert it. You can call it 1 million shillings, whatever. How much of it should go into your savings? And do you believe in saving money? Or you believe you have to spend to pay all your bills before you can save money? Because that's a lesson we learned in this book. I think that was This one, the Rich Dad Poor Dad, I think. That's where we had the big lesson. Do you believe you save before spending, or you spend fast and save what's left? If you have something left. I need people to give answers in the chat, please. Do we understand savings? What does saving mean? You still save 20% of your salary? What is a saving? Does everyone know what saving is? Saving the money we put away for a rainy day, for later. So you just said, Janet, that 20% should be saved. So let's assume you make $1,000. According, you pay for them, okay. It only happens in Uganda. You pay for the guests, that's what you mean, right? I thought so too, but save before spending. I'm going to give you a tricky question. Now, it may involve you doing some calculations. Follow me, what I'm saying. Follow what I'm about to suggest. If you make $1,000, because it's easy, the figure, that's how much you make, right? Remember we talked about your rent, your clothing, your transport, your food, and all that. Let's assume the total comes to 1,100. It's a little bit more than 1,000, the 1,000 you are making. How would you behave? How do you behave with, how do you deal with that situation? The things, when you count your rent, your food, your clothing, everything, you add it up, it comes to 1,100. It's a little bit more. You are in red. Remember yesterday we were discussing red? You bring in only 1,000. I'm asking you two questions. Do you save from the 1,000 that you got? Number two, how do you deal with your expenses? If you are, what you're bringing in is less than your bills, your expenses. I need mature answers now. Mature answers. Think about this. If what you are making, what would you take away? What do you remove? Now you start getting to the needs and wants, remember? Thank you. That's a very mature answer. Also, Salma, you start with the wants. The wants. And now, Sanyu, how do you deal with the, what do you take out first? What do you take out first? And there is a very important question. I asked two questions. Do you still save or no? When what you are making is less than your bills, do you still save or no? Remember, Janet, you said you save 20%. That means you still put out 200, right? And then you are in loss of, you have a rate of 300 now. Do you still save or you don't? Please answer that, because that one is a question even adults cannot answer. Okay, so you brought in 1,000, you still believe in saving, yet your expenses are 1,100. So tell me, Rahma, how do you deal with that? Okay, you buy your needs, but do you still save? Someone who says, I still save, is the one I want right now to explain how that happens, please, because it will help the others. You said it's yes, save. What do you put ho? Ho, what? Janet is saying buy your needs first. Okay, buy your needs first, then what? Please continue to discuss. This is important. I'm telling you, there are adults who cannot understand this kind of situation, how to behave. You just brought in less than your budget, than what you have as expenses. I don't see. So Salma, you still say you save even when you have less money, right? Do you know how Robert explained that situation? In fact, he was talking about a business person. Now be with me for a second. I'm moving it from the way Robert taught it. He said, if you have a business and the business brings in less money than the bills, now you think of yourself as a business. He said, you still have to pay yourself first. Because people who own businesses, do you know they go without a salary? They go without a salary. They work, and they're not paid. Thank you. That's exactly where I was going with it. That you should not stop to pay yourself. Because most people, what they do, I think you have to consider savings among the expense list. No. Okay. You can put it as an expense list. Then the expenses that just got higher. Rehema, if you put the expenses as an expense, that means the savings as an expense, that means your expenses just got even bigger. So then how do you solve it? So it's a given. So we have to save. That's the big lesson. What we're discussing here is a very huge lesson for those who are young. That you have to save no matter what. I have gotten a problem because I'm getting this information 5 minutes late. After that, yeah, I think you have a delay. I see you responding later and I don't understand it. Sorry. You are getting it late. Yes, I noticed because you are responding to things that are gone. Appreciate. You appreciate what? Find another source of income, advise the wants. You advise the wants, but what do you take away? Let me suggest some things here, what people do. Remember, so I can't be involved in the discussion. It's okay, just watch. You can also put your comments later. When I finish this, it will come back as a video. You can go watch where we were and you can put a minute. You say, at minute this is my answer. But it's okay. Don't worry too much about it. Let me suggest how, Rehema, you said appreciate what? I didn't understand. There is another source of income, but there is also another solution. Here in USA is so common, especially here where I am. People invite roommates. You find, like, you see this person left home and they rented a room or apartment, whatever. When things get tough like that, you can share with someone else. Since you're all single, you have maybe 2 bedrooms, you invite one to share the rent. There are so many, but the lesson is this. You don't stop saving. When it's a business, you don't stop paying yourself. In fact, they have a saying, they say, pay yourself first. And where Robert ended with that, he said that he refused to pay bills. He was saying, like, for example, he would refuse to pay rent for a month or whatever, and so that it feels so tight and painful, then he's forced to go find more money somewhere. How can I solve it? You know, he says that always say, how can I do this? How can I? So that he would pay the things, like save first, do all those other things first, and then be left with no money. Then he's forced to go find money. That's a good, but how many people behave like that? We don't. In fact, we spend, and it's finished, then it's, I don't have any money to, even giving. You know, the same thing. We'll get into another topic. Okay, let's see. I revised the ones, Kaga, so I can't be involved. So, the other topic, as we are doing this, is charity. Charity. You know, we talked about savings. That's for you for the future. But what about giving? Giving, sharing with other people. What do you do? At what point do you do it? After taking care of all your needs, or you donate immediately? How do you behave with donations? Do you donate even when you don't have enough? Give me some answers. Do you share even when you don't have enough? Or you say, you know what? I don't have enough money, I can't give. Maybe you ask for charity too. Janet, you like the word charity. You say, I need some charity over here, or you still give? I'm waiting for your answers, please. Charity, when you are doing charity, do you include it, Miss Rehema? Do you include charity in the expense? Do you include charity in the expense? Do you know if we went on with this, it would be too long for some of you. You give before even you give before you even is giving in. Do you know if you get religious for a second? Do you know that giving, having a share to give, could be a need? What do you think? Could it be like okay, not a need, but a close want? It will be like a necessity. You have to give. You have to give from the little you have. Do you agree? I think this we can't even finish. So I'm going to move to a next person. The next person I had here is a person who is married. If you are married, in fact, I'm going to say married and you even have a child. What are the needs? What are the expenses? What else you have to think about this time? Remember, you were single before. Now you are married and have children. So what changes? What changes? Quickly. I'm about to end this. I see the time is moving. That person was single, the one we're discussing. How about a person, a family, people who are married, husband, wife, children? What are the other expenses that come in that were not there before? That were not there before when you are just by yourself? What else is here now? Something new. What's new? What's new? Quickly. Those who are married and have homes, you can share. What changes when you are married and you have children? Yes! That's a good one. Yes. Now, you just brought in medical expenses, but then school fees. What else? Everything to do with school. So, you see, now, for those of you watching this video, you may think we are here. This discussion is so important. Because when you are considering to get married, then you think of the consequences, what's coming. You better make more money. But then, the other thing that sometimes happens, the food, budget for food increases. Even more water. Can you imagine? Even more water. So the thing that also happened though for married people is that if the wife works, the husband works, then they have double income. So they have more income also. So that can be an advantage you have to consider in your budget. You could have more money coming in. And you still could share this, or maybe a bigger house, but it tends to be an advantage actually sometimes. But only if only one person works, then it can be a challenge. Sometimes it's just the female who's working and the male. Sometimes they choose, like here, because of taking care of children is very expensive, they decide who is working. So they decide who will earn more, then the other one takes care of the children, and it could be the wife, it could be the husband. It's very, very common for the husband to be the one staying home, and the wife goes to work. Okay, let's move on to the other person. Retired. Okay, I skipped a level. I was going to include where the children are gone. Like it's just husband and wife, and it's just them. There are no children. They are gone. They are adults. But that's obvious. Okay, they have a home. They have those basics. But what about retired? You are not working. What about when you are not working? If you hear me in my motivational messages, I like to talk about that person, the old person, the one who is not earning anymore. Okay, where does the money come from? When you are retired, you don't have a job anymore. Where is the money coming from? Houseman. He's a husband. Husband taking care of children, not houseman. Okay, let's debate this because this is the most important category. The most important category is when you are old, you're not working anymore. Imagine yourself, you're 60, 65, 70. Where is the money coming from? Let's discuss that and it will be the last one. Where is the money coming from? If you are old, retired, not working. Okay, assuming you have them. But if you are a zero investor, you don't have any. Your savings Assuming you have some savings. Where the money coming from? Children, friends and neighbors, the government, charity. I'm very passionate about that stage because you have to take care of that stage. You don't have to be like, can you imagine when you don't have food, you pick up the phone to call your children? That's not good. Investments. So that's the best answer actually. And we want it to be from multiple sources. Multiple sources, not just one. Maybe you have houses you rent over there. Maybe you have a truck that goes and makes money. Maybe you have some savings, you invest in some companies. The check comes here, a check comes over there. That's what we want, okay? That's why we are reading this book. This one, Cash Flow Quadrant. To learn how you can create systems, how you can learn to invest so money comes in when you are not working anymore. But the good thing, 401k. Actually, it's written like this. You make me laugh, Janet. 401k. Yeah, 401k. That's why. In fact, they have I think 65 or something. I'm not a 401k person, but it comes out around that time. Then they start sending you money every month. Yes, it's a good idea. It's a good idea. Okay. Do you have time to answer the questions? I have some other questions here. So that I'm getting from Google here, from the computer. If you are interested, I'll read them. And if you answer a really tough one, I'll give you some more money. I'll give you some money if I see that that question was really tough and you answered it. The ABCD question. Who's interested? We'll end it with that. Now we know about budgeting. We have to, the important point is always make more than you spend. Always make more than you spend. Make sure you know what your needs are, what your wants are. And when things get tough, cut down, cut down. Always save something. Always keep something for a rainy day. In fact, here they say 6 months of your expenses should be saved up. Like emergency fund. You should have an emergency fund. You start saving slowly until you get to 6 months. Like if something happened, you can live 6 months without working. Okay, you are ready? Yes. Make money work for you. We got this. We got this. We want to make money. We have Robert guiding us. Okay. I have a few questions here. So it's just for fun. And after this, we'll end it. So here are the questions. I'm finding them here on the internet. They're not my questions. Now, by the way, before I go, because we may end it quickly, does everyone understand what, put yes. Do you understand what a need is? Do you understand what a need is? I'm going to come to the questions, because after the questions, I'll close it. Do you understand what a need is? Please, if you watch this later, this was fun. Please, forgive us. We just play around, but we're learning. Do you understand what a need is? That was the lesson. Do you understand? More. I see more people. Put in the chat. By the way, if you are on here watching us and you can't type in here, find the chat. It says chat. Click on it. It will bring you to the chat. Everyone understand what a need is. So what about a want? Do we understand the difference? A want, what a want is. This is the third live that I'm emphasizing these topics. Yes. If you are young and you understand these differences, it's going to help you a lot. Do you understand? It's always to save money. You save. Whether you are making a lot or making less, you have to save every month. Put something away. Do you understand that you have to share? You have to give. Whether you are making much or less, those are given. We had, wow, Sherifa Nakalema. That's a new name. Who? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I know you now. Salam. Thank you. Okay, thank you for being on. Do we understand? I think I like Rahma's idea of saying that to put savings like an expense. Let's put donations as an expense too. So that these are like a given. They are always share what you have. It doesn't matter. Always, like you share according to what you have, and then always say. Now, I'm going online to give the questions. You can suggest some future topics concerning real life. Real life. I like to discuss real life, but soon I'm going to be starting to teach or to share what I know about affiliate marketing. I think I'm going to keep these Saturdays going. The Fridays will be there too, but the Saturdays too. I think I'm going to be coming twice, God willing. It's called pension. You see the pension, Janet. Remember the 401k? The word is pension. Thank you for using that word, Habiba. Pension plans is what's common in other countries. That it's the same. It's the pension plan, the 401k. Okay? It's called over here. I'm feeling weird. But let's go to these questions. These are ABCs. All you have to do is put ABC. Let me turn to my phone now to see your answers, because I'm using the phone. Oh, Sophia Zalwango is here. I didn't know. Oh, you just came in. You just came in. Okay. Thank you all for participating. Now, I'm going to be reading. I'll be seeing. Oh, Naim is here. Naim, I'm so sorry. Someone died. You lost a baby, you said? So sorry about that. Naim. Thank you for being here. We are almost finishing. You can watch the replay. I'll be seeing your responses from the phone. I'm going to read now. Please, just put A, B, C, D. Every question is about the budget. Remember, we're talking about budget? But I'm getting this online because it's called Brain Pop. I have to credit them for creating this. So they're asking, which two things does a budget compare? Don't put any answers. I'm going to read ABC. So just type what you think is the correct answer. I'll be watching here to see who's putting the correct answer. Which two things does a budget compare? A, savings and interest. B, income and expenses. C, income and investments. D, expenses and expenditures. Do you want me to read it again or you get it? Was it clear or you want me to read it again? I think I have to read it again when I see different answers. I thought that was a clear question. Okay, who else? Put some more. Put some more. I'll know that you didn't get it clear. Yes. No. If it's 9 saying clear, I always don't take it seriously because you're never attentive. You don't attend to things that I do. You're always saying not clear, repeat it. No. Everyone is putting D. I need to read it again. Please, you're going to answer again. I think you didn't hear me well. So clearly now, I'm reading again. You're going to start over because I see that there's a problem. Which two things does a budget compare? So the budget is about two things. Which ones are they? Number A, savings and interest. You know, when we are in school, let me give you, if you want to get this right, do this game. Use the elimination method. Use the elimination method, it's going to help you. Eliminate, say, no, not that one, not that one, not the one, then get the right one. Okay. Which two things does a budget compare? A, savings and interest. I'm feeling cold, you know, this is running over here. Okay, number B, income and expenses. Number C, incomes and investments. Number D, expenses and expenditures. Expenses and expenditures. Many of you said D. So do you still say it's D? That surprised me. Okay, let's look at the answers. I'm looking at the answers now. Okay, are you Moonlight? Was that okay? What's the answer? Please everyone participate because these are important things, but those are not the questions where I'm going to give money. I'll tell you which question I'll give money for, because that one was simple. That's what we've been discussing, so everyone should get that. Yes, the answer is B, and the answer is B. That means that the two things that are, the budget compares are income and expenses. We spent a whole hour discussing that. Money coming in and how you spend it. That's what the budget is about. Okay, number 2. Which one of the following is a true statement about budgets? What is true about budgets? It's still A, B, C, D. Budgets, they encourage people to spend as much money as possible. I'm going to read answer things twice so that I don't have to read the question again. So A, budgets encourage people to spend as much money as possible. B, budgets or setting a budget will allow you to earn more money. Setting a budget will allow you to earn more money. That's B. C, the idea behind keeping a budget is to spend exactly as much as you earn. That's C. The idea behind keeping a budget is to spend exactly as much as you earn. Remember, we are looking for the true statement. Number D, budgets allow a person to track how and where their money is being spent. Budgets allow people to track how and where their money is being spent. Okay, give me the answer. I think that one, I think, yes. 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 So that means we didn't waste time. We didn't waste time on this hour. You see how much we are learning? Yes, D is the answer. But I want to find, no, Janet. Let me read B. Let me read B again. You can correct yourself. B was saying that setting a budget will allow you to earn more money. Okay, how does it allow you to earn more money, Miss Janet? That's the one you chose. That it will allow you to earn more money, a budget. Maybe you might start thinking about earning more money, but it will not allow it. It won't create it. D was the best answer. Let me read D again, and then we move on. Budgets allow people to track how and where their money is being spent. How their money is being spent. Okay. Are you tired? There are more questions. I could pick just one and give money for it and call it a day. But they have more questions here. If you are interested. C. Did you say C? Let me see. Why do you say C? Let me see what C said. The idea behind keeping a budget is to spend exactly as much as you can earn. As much as you earn? No. Do you agree with that, Ms. Sanyu? That the idea behind keeping a budget is to spend exactly as much as you earn? That's why you keep a budget. Sorry, I have to. For some reason, it's not like I'm cleaning them. No, it's like I'm feeling weird. There is air flowing here, and it's making me a little bit uncomfortable. Okay, sorry about that. Okay. Hi, Frank. Hi, Simon Frank. So, do you want more questions or you want me to end it? I have more questions here if you want. But I'm going to pick one where I'll give a $10 in these questions. You want more, many, or just one last one? You decide. There are more questions here. How are you, Frank? We are learning budget and needs and wants. You need to, if you want to learn this, you have to watch it again. We've been here a long time. Okay. It's over an hour already. Who wants more questions? Hello, Thomas. We are learning budgeting. Please put in the chat. Who wants more questions? Or just one more? One more? Who else wants only one more? And that one, because I know some people is late. Okay, I know the question I'm going to ask. That will be, for those of you who want to stay, we can stay. But I'm going to ask, because I know for some people it's 11 p.m. I'm going to ask a question where I'm paying 10. The person who will get it right for to bring the first answer, there's still multiple choice, will get 10. But for the rest of the ones who are here, where especially those in Uganda, it's just 6 p.m. If you want to stay, we can continue. But I'm going to ask one more question, and I'm giving 10 for that. Ready? Put in the chat. Alhamdulillah, I'm good. I'm good. Today there's no video. We are just chatting here. And I'm trying to change Saturdays. I'm making them live too. Friday and Saturday live. But you see that on Saturday I'll be talking more affiliate marketing more in future. Today I'm here because yesterday I made it very short. I had a course to be in the whole day. Okay, do you want the last question or you don't? I was going to ask one more, then I leave Malaysia to go. You want it or no? The one question for 10. You want it, Janet, or you're leaving? Salma, are you there? The people in Malaysia, I know it's late, and Bangladesh is late. But I can ask one question. If you are Uganda, if you want, I can stay. If you want to continue the discussion, or you are tired. Okay. Those who are ready for the question, put it ready, 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 ready. Then one more question, then I say bye-bye to you. Okay. Here is the question. Earning the first answer, 20 bucks. The first correct answer. And I'm going to read slowly because I think maybe the way I read, I don't know. This is the question. And it's not my question. I'm getting it from the internet. If your income is $20 per month, you make $20 per month, how much should you spend each month to stay on budget? Remember, I'm going to read ABCD, so don't answer yet. If your income is $20 per month, $20 per month, how much should you spend each month to stay on budget? Wait until I've read all of them, but be quick to give your answer. How much should you spend each month to stay on budget if your monthly income is $20? Exactly 20 is A. B, between 10 and 30. C is nothing, spend nothing. D, $20 or less. If your income is $20 per month, how much should you spend each month to stay on budget? A, exactly 20. B, between 20 and 30. C, nothing. D, $20 or less. Do we have answers? I'll have to see who put it there first. Wow. So who put it there first? You answer it yourself. You choose the winner. Who put the answer, the correct answer first? It's correct, it's D, but who put it first? You vote. That will be the winner. Question 4 about the $20 bill. Who won it? Yes, you did, Janet. Thank you all so much for being here. Should we stop or should we continue? Yes, you won. So Janet won 20. Moonlight won 1. Salma won 2. Okay, you are great. I guess you are great. And hopefully everyone benefited from this. want for bye Malaysia. Malaysia, bye. Thank you for being here. Those who have Bangladesh and who have Uganda and who have, I think, Canada. We have someone from Canada. So please, anyone who wants to continue with these questions, the ABCs, just to learn, type in the chat continue. Or I'm shutting this one down. Bye. Thank you for being here. See you on Monday, Facebook. Monday in Facebook. God willing. I hope we learned something, right? Thank you too. Bye. I will have more. Next week we'll have only, I think, 3. I think I'm cutting it down to the cash flow videos. There may be only 3. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday only for cash flow. And then Thursday, that's when I drive around or bring something. Friday, I come live. I think Saturday I want to continue to come live. And then on Sunday, I'll do motivation. I think that we're going to go with that in the future until things change again. Hopefully we are learning something. These are life lessons, okay? For those of you who come later, I'm sorry, I'll keep this on the channel, but it's chat. You can come, we learn. Okay, those who are staying, I see we have people staying. Who wants to continue with the questions? The ABCs, these. Maybe I'm maybe excited, I'm giving away some more money. I don't know. If I see a question that's challenging, I may give some money. So do you want me to continue or we shall? Oh, you are here, my sister. Patience. Thank you. We are here learning needs, the difference between needs and wants and budgeting and answering questions and earning some money. Thank you. I was almost closing. I've been here for over an hour. An hour and I've been here 1 hour, 20 minutes almost. Okay. Who wants to continue or who wants to go? If you want to continue the question, put continue. Or I'm saying bye-bye. Sorry, my sister, you came when we had done a lot. We've done a lot. We learned, we created budgets for a single person, for a student, for an old person, for a married person. We've been here discussing. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. You work. So anyone wants to continue with the questions or we say bye-bye? Please put any only. Oh, hi, hello, Mariam. I came early today because I was continuing the one we started yesterday. We're learning the difference between needs and wants, and we're creating a budget. So we went through a lot today. We discussed a lot of important things. For those of you who are interested in learning about needs and wants and budgeting, please watch it, all of it from the beginning. It's long. Okay, who wants more questions or saying bye-bye? Do you want me to ask a few more questions or you are done? The answers are ABCs. I just read ABC, you pick. Okay, continue. That's good. Who else wants to continue? I may end up giving some money too. I don't know. I just get excited. Okay, so let's continue then. These questions, remember, I'm getting them somewhere. It's called Brain Pop. And I think they are very intelligent questions. So I have air running here. It makes my nails stuffy. It's not like I'm blowing a nose. I just feel weird. That's why I'm wiping. Excuse it, please. I feel like I can't breathe well because of the air. Okay. This is the question. Okay. In what way? I hope you are listening. In what way is a child's budget similar to an adult's budget? In what way is, in fact, they use the word kid. I just changed it to child. Kid's budget similar to an adult's budget. Remember, you choose A, B, C, D. Wait when I've answered, read over everything. A, the goal for both, I mean, like for a child, for an adult, is to have less money going out than coming in. Less money going out than coming in. That's one option. Number two, What the similarities between a child's budget and an adult's budget? Both have the same ratio of income and expenses. That's B. C. People can save money with both by earning less. What? People can save money with both, I mean adults and children, by earning less than you spend. People can save money with both by earning less than they spend. I think the English is not right in this sentence. It's like confusing. Okay, I think what they mean is that they can earn, they can save money by earning less than they spend. What? Okay, that's a confusing sentence. Now, number 4, which is D. Both adults and kids tend to spend their money on the same items. Remember, we are looking for similarities between a budget for a child and a budget for an adult. I think I need to read this again. A, the goal for both, for the children and adults, is to have less money going out than coming in. I mean, to spend less than they bring in. Both have the same ratio of income and expenses. Both, which is 3, the people, they can save money with both by earning less than they spend. The person who wrote this was not good at English, I'm sorry. they confused the whole sentence. And then number 4, which is D, both adults and kids tend to spend their money on the same items. So what do you think is the correct answer here? I hope that was clear. Number C is very confusing. Did anyone follow that? Rehema, did you follow what I just read? Okay, let's see. What was A? The goal for both is to serve less. Yes, that's correct. Thank you, but it's like a weird, that was number C confused me a lot. So if you still care about this, I'll read another one. The key to keeping a budget is to spend your money prudently. Prudently. What is the best synonym for prudently? Okay, prudent is the one they are looking for. You know, synonym means similar. Find which word is the same as prudent. Because the goal is to spend your money prudently. So, number 1, stingly. Number 2, or A, stingly. B, wisely. C, extravagantly. Or D, thoughtless. Who wants to answer that one? Miss, my sister, the English I'm getting from online is messing this one up today. Do you want to answer that, Miss Rehema? The prudent, that we want to spend our money prudently. So what does prudently equal to here? To stingily, you want to be a stingy. Number 2 is wisely. Number 3, extravagantly. Or number 4, which is D, thoughtlessly. The English was not good. Okay, A, B, C, D, stingy, wisely, extravagantly, thoughtless. Who is following what I'm reading? I think it's becoming boring now. Did you follow any of that? I think I'm ending with that. Let me find one. Since the Malaysia people were earning all the money, we are taking all the money, I'm going to put a question so someone else can earn some money too. Let me see. Let me find a question and it will be the end. Okay. I found a question where I'll give a 10 when you get this. But remember, I send... Oh, you answered it? Let's see. B. B was wisely. Yeah, you got it. You got it. You got it wisely. Now I'm going to ask one question and it will be the end. And I'm giving 10. Whoever answers this correctly first. This is becoming too long. Okay. Who wants to answer it? Put it ready. Ready in the chat. So I know that I have a few people waiting for it and they want to get $10. I send it to you on your phone. If you win it, it will come by phone. If you can receive money by phone, you can get this. Who is ready? Put it ready in the chat. I'll read the question. Whoever puts the first answer, correct answer wins 10. It's the ABCD. I'm waiting. And after that, I'm ending it. No one is ready to answer. I see people here, but you don't want to answer money. Put in the chat. Ready. Okay. Good. Who else? Who else is ready? Put ready. And let's win some money. Who else? So if you come later, you watch this many years later, it will still be relevant because we are discussing budget and ready. Okay, I have ready. Now this is the question, but I know Habiba has a challenge. You hear us a little bit late, so I don't know how we're going to do this one. Okay, people, this is the question, and remember I have 4 ABCD. But I think I won't say the correct answer. I'll allow for 2 people, 2 answers. I'll give out 20. I'll allow for 2 answers. The first answer and the second answer that's correct. The second person will both take it. I won't declare the correct answer until at least 2 people have answered correctly. At least until 2 people have answered correctly, I'll not stop. I'll wait. Okay, here we go. People, I'm trying to be fair. People in debt are often said to have a budget deficit. People in debt are often said to have a budget deficit. What does that mean? A, they never set up a budget which directly led to their debt. That's A, I'm reading it again. They never set up a budget which directly led to their debt. I mean, people who are in the deficit. Is that what it means? Number 2, B, they only set up one budget for the year when they should have set up more than one. That means they're in deficit because of that. C, their expenditures exceeding their income. Is that what it means? Then D, they had no income. That answer is very easy. So, do you have the answer? The answer is easy. You want me to read it again? When you are in deficit, does that mean, let me read it again. I'm just reading the answers. Does it mean people in debt are often said to have a budget deficit? What does it mean? They never set up a budget which directly led to their debt? Or B, they only set up one budget for the year when they should have set up more than one? Or C, their expenditures exceeded their income? Or D, they had no income? So, what's the answer? The people who said they are ready, put in the answer. Let's see. What's the answer? Remember, I'm giving away 20. The two people with the correct answers, the first 2 people with correct answers will get each earn a 10. Where are the other answers? Where are the other answers? Okay, see, their expenditures exceeded their income. And we have 2 winners, Habiba and Sanya. How come, Habiba, today you are able to... Mariam, is that an answer? You didn't participate? Number 5, Habiba. Number 6, Rehema, Sanya. So you are all winners. So text me your... you both have my WhatsApp. Text me the name where you want to get your $10, and then the name and the number, they have to come in the same text, because I don't do the sending. Someone else does the sending. So put the name on the phone and the number. and text it to me, okay? You want 1010. Okay, that's it. For those of you who come later, we have fun over here. Normally my lives are on Fridays. I'm sorry. But yeah, yesterday I came I had a very short live, so I promised to come again. But also in the future, I'm planning to be live, but I'll be discussing more affiliate marketing, earning money online. That's what I want to, like, people with questions, the programs will be in, we can come here and discuss. That's where I'm intending to do the Saturdays, okay? Like the way we did today. We are talking budgeting, but I have intentions for these topics because we are discussing finances and it's so important. If people had their finances in order, the world would be a better place. Do you agree? Oh, Zarongo, you came later. Sorry, why? Why did you come so late with your answer, Sophia? You have one if you were number 2, but you came later to the correct answer. Thank you for being here. For those of you who watch it later, please, when you watch this, when you want to respond to something, some people go by the minute in the video. You put like, okay, at minute 53, you comment. You make your own comment, you put in the comments. Please share this video when it becomes a video. It's not a video yet. Like 5 minutes later, it will become a video on the channel. Share it with others. These are lessons that we all need to know. Okay? Thank you for participating. Hi, Nikki. Sorry, I came early today and there's no video today. Yeah, I can see you, Nikki. Please watch this. I don't have a video today. I decided to come live and you see that I'll become more live actually. I'll pop up more live because I want to discuss real things that affect people. Okay? No real video on the channel. It's only this video. And yesterday I had another live and you can watch what we have. And then when you click in the description of this, in fact, if you missed yesterday's video, let me see. Let me put in here in the chat some videos for you because we'll be discussing these budgets. We started it yesterday. Let me put the one for yesterday here in the chat for those of you who want to watch. What if you missed yesterday? We have that. That was yesterday's live. If you want to share, please copy that and share, but it's also on the channel. And then for those of you who want to see what the first live I did, when we defined needs and wants, that was very fun too. So I put it there too. So any one of you wants to come to my Facebook group, if you want to join Facebook group, I can put a link for you here, but I'll have to talk to you first. Anyone who wants to go try out earning money, is anyone interested in the Partner with Anthony program, the Earning Money Online program? If anyone wants a link, I can drop it here. Please type what you need to get to on this channel. Whether I want to know the page where we learn a video you watch, where I invite people. You know, I sponsor people to learn to learn how we do affiliate marketing. Let me find that video for you. For those of you who are interested. For those of you who are interested, let me put the link. Because that's where I explain everything and what you need to do. If you want me to support you to learn affiliate marketing, please share the videos. Please invite more people. These books can change your life. They are better than a degree. And I finished this one. I have 68 videos on this channel. And I've recorded 45 already on this one. The books are better than a degree. I'm telling you. If you take the messages, I want to sponsor people to watch these videos. If your challenge is data, where you are, but you really want to watch these videos, let me know. Put in a text. Put in the chat. If your challenge is watching videos, data is your challenge, but you can have people in your family sit and watch together. This video that I'm putting is for that one. The last one is for those. Yeah, that one. But I think you watched it. Habib, I think you watched that. I already sent it to you. The one I just shared there. That's the one that takes you to that video where I sponsor people. This last one. These first two are about the previous one we did for needs and or wants and budgets. This last one is, let me put it again, is for, because they are so close together. It's the one where I sponsor people to come learn. I pay 2 months for you. You go watch it and see. Share with other people. It doesn't matter where they are, which country they are. They can all contact me. And then who wants to go watch Rich Dad Poor Dad? Because this is the beginning. If you have not watched Rich Dad Poor Dad, you will not follow this one really well. Because the terms he's using, he's already told the stories in this one. So if you want to watch Rich Dad Poor Dad videos, your challenge is data. But you promise me that you will not watch alone. You'll invite family members or other people to watch with you. Put in the chat, put in here that you need sponsorship on data. So you can, maybe you have sisters, brothers, doesn't matter what age. You're going to know the difference between an asset and a liability. You're going to learn all those money lessons. Robert started learning at age 9. So anyone from age 9 can learn, even before the age 9. So if you have that interest and your challenge is data, type in the chat. Or find me on Instagram, Facebook, so that I'll pay for the data to watch, okay? Habiba, if you want your family to watch, let me know. You can text me if you promise that you play the videos and sit around and watch them, because there is a lot to learn, okay? Okay, I'm getting off now. This air is like almost killing me. It's too cold. Yes, okay. Text me. When you text me with that number, I add in some money for data, but promise me. Let me, I hope when I'm putting these links, what are you doing with them? Because the video, let me show you what you're going, for those who are, if I'm sending you data, this is what I want you to watch. You have to find, let me put it here for you. It's a Rich Dad book. Rich Dad Poor Dad. I call it Lessons from Robert Kiyosaki. In 68 videos. The way you do it, you sit as a family, you have like family time. Maybe you say you have an hour. You all sit and watch. You don't do it alone, please. You need to sit together and watch so that we save some money. You know, maybe you are 5 or 6 people. I don't know how you're going to do this. If you had a laptop, that would be best. That one. If your challenge is data, that link I just put, that's where I want you to go. Go watch. Plan to watch. It's called Lesson from Robert Kiyosaki, but it's the book. I'm holding a book on those videos. This book, Rich Dad Poor Dad. Wherever you are, doesn't matter which country you are. Find me, Sherifa Nakalema. You want me to put something? Find me in Facebook, Instagram. Say you promised that you support people who want to watch these videos, and I'll do that. I'll contact you, okay? Thank you for watching. For those who want your money, text me. Have one text with your name, the name on the phone and the phone number, okay? Include the area code for the country. Okay, like I always end these videos, I said take very good care of yourself, take very good care of your families, take very good care of your health. Thank you for being here. Please continue to learn. Let's take ourselves out of poverty. That's my message for you. Take yourself to a better you. Bye-bye. Watch it later. It's going to come on, after I close it, it will come on as a video, okay? Please like it. You didn't like it that much. Like the video before you go.